Hi, this is Jason Jacobs from TechwareLabs.com, and today I'm going to take a look at the new FLEXX 11A. This is a 2-in-1 laptop from Nextbook, and I'm going to show you why this sub $200 laptop can appeal to just about everybody. Stay with us. Okay, so we're back, and we have a quick look at the FLEXX 11A from Nextbook. This 2-in-1 laptop, so named of course because it converts from a laptop to a tablet just by pulling the screen mechanism off. Of course, all of your CPU, memory, storage, and everything is in the screen portion. It magnetically docks into the keyboard portion, and it's really secure. It works rather well. You can tilt it all the way back without it flipping over. Now, here's why this 2-in-1 laptop is going to appeal to everybody. Not only is it sub $200, but for what you're paying, you're getting a whole lot of technology here. This runs off of a Z8300 Intel Atom, of course, the latest gen, and if we're to believe Intel, the last gen of Atom processors, more than capable of running your Windows 10 applications. This comes stock with Windows 10 installed, a 32-bit operating system instead of the 64. Not sure quite why they chose that, but it has 2 gig of DDR3L RAM, and here's the kicker, 64 gig of onboard storage for an 11-inch laptop, sub $200. That's really cool, folks. You can't beat this. Go into Walmart, and this is sitting on the shelf for $179 right now. Go get it before the price raises. So what we have here is almost a full size keyboard. The keyboard is really responsive, really nice feedback. Now, unfortunately, Nextbook ditched the backlit keyboard, but again, even on the FLEXX 11 original and FLEXX 10, the backlit keys, the letters did not show through, so we're really not out a lot there. The touchpad is very sensitive, it works great. Of course, you have a full touch interface on the desktop. The screen is full featured. You have 2 cameras, one front and one rear right in the center. You've got a volume rocker, your on-off button. They did ditch the Windows key that used to be here. Well, I like that because, quite honestly, we never used it. On the side, there are a number of things to look at. You've got your headphone port, power jack, which we're going to come back to later, micro USB, micro HDMI, and a microphone port. On the back here, you'll also see a micro SD card slot, so you have expandability. Now, on the other side, one of the things we really like, we have a full-size USB port built into the side here. Now, yes, it's only USB 2.0, but this gives us yet more expandability options for this 2-in-1. This is great. So many manufacturers overlooked the integrated full-size USB. Nextbook did not. Now, one of the things we're not crazy about here, we reviewed the original FLEXX 11, FLEXX 10, and this was a problem on both of those. Not a huge deal, but it is an area for concern and some confusion. But what we've got here is the headphone jack is right next to or really close to the power port, and they're almost identical in size. I have already made the mistake of plugging in the power adapter into the microphone port instead of the power port. So again, unfortunately, this is a problem, but you'll get over it. And the good news is if you plug it in there, the worst thing that happens is you're just not going to be charging. You're not going to short anything out. You're not going to destroy the system, but it's not a good habit. Now, the system weighs a good deal, but not too much. It's a bit thick for a 2-in-1 11-inch, but it's not too bad either, especially considering the price. So from the side, the profile, you can see it's not too bad. Again, completely removable. You can use it as a tablet. It has a bit of weight to it. Official specs are 3.2 pounds. Feels a little bit heavier than that, but we did weigh it, and it is exactly 3.2. One of the things we do like, a bit of a controversy here, the older generations of the FLEXX had a rubberized coat on them, which sounds all well and it feels great in your hands, but give it a month or two and that will wear away and sometimes become sticky depending on the oils or if you get something on it from your hands, that rubberized finish wears away and it becomes a nightmare to deal with. So what they've gone with for the FLEXX 11A is a hard plastic coating. Now what we do like is this thing has got to be coated with something because it is fingerprint resistant, and we are not noticing a lot of finger stains or smear marks on the coating. It actually is quite nice to use. For a full review, please check out our website, www.TechwareLabs.com. This Nextbook will be on there. We will have full pictures and specifications coverage. Just a couple little things before we wrap up. This does have wireless, including Bluetooth built into it. The official specs are 1366 by 768, which is 16 by 9 screen ratio. Not crazy about that resolution, but it's not too bad either, and it works really well with the Nextbook FLEXX 11A. The front and rear cameras are rated at 2 megapixels apiece, so obviously they did not intend these for picture taking. This is for conferencing, which honestly this FLEXX 11A lends itself very well to. This is perfect for senior citizens, your mom and home at dad for in the kitchen for looking up recipes, as an entertainment device for young children in the car, and even on the go travelers. This is really a great device. 9,000 milliampere hour battery built into it will honestly last you a reasonably 5 to 6 hours of actual use browsing with screen brightness set to about halfway. This is great. So let's see, Bluetooth 4.0 micro HDMI port, we already mentioned, a 3-axis G sensor, standard keyboard with a USB port. They officially spec the micro SD card slot to 128. We have tested it with a 128, no problem. We have yet to test it anything beyond that, but it could possibly work. But again, they officially say it'll support up to 128. For a full review of the Nextbook FLEXX 11A, please check us out at www.TechwareLabs.com and stay tuned for future reviews from Jason here at TechwareLabs. Thanks for tuning in.